Good afternoon, grass fans. My name is Will, and welcome to my lawn. So what I'm looking to do, if this goes well, is potentially put out a series of videos with simple tips on how you can improve your lawn. In these rather crazy times we're in, where more people are staying at home than ever, due to self-isolating or working from home, it'd be a great chance to finally get that lawn you want. Hopefully I can give some tips that everyone can follow with not minimal costs and finally get that grass you want. So a bit of information about myself. My name is Will Parker. I own a company called Parker's Pitches, who are a sports turf contracting company based in East Anglia. What that means, basically, we drive around all day in tractors and big mowers and try and produce the best possible sports turf we can. I've also got a degree in sports turf science and management, so hopefully we can pass a few golden tips down to you to improve your grass. I've never done anything like this before, and I feel like a bit of a tool talking to my phone at the moment. So let me know if you think it's worthwhile. Let me know if there's any content you want to hear, any questions, and we'll see what comes out of it. So in this first video of the series, we're not even going to talk about this grass. Instead, we're going to talk about the most important bit of kit you have to maintaining your grass, which is your mower. This is my old Hater Harrier. It's probably about as old as I am, but looked after well. It will cut as well as anything on the market today. I really like it. It's just as simple as it can be, and I might be able to show you that it's got a rear roller instead of four wheels, which just means it gives a nice stripe, and that light roll can help with levels a little. Of course, the engine maintenance is very important, but there are a million videos out there, and every engine is slightly different. So I'm not going to get into that right now, but I would encourage you to try and service your mowers yourself. It's not that difficult, just give it a go. But what we are going to talk about is the business end of the mower. So what is happening underneath? As you can see, my mower is rather dirty underneath. Of course I should clean it every time I finish, but it sometimes doesn't happen. And it's actually crucial to clean this underside. What it means is there's no resistance for the grass that's been cut to spin round and get out the back of your mower. The more rubbish on it, the more resistance, the more grass will be caught in here, so the more it will struggle to get out and cause blockages. So the first step to any mower maintenance is keep sure it's clean underneath. Ideally pressure wash it in 5 minutes, but if you can't, I'm just going to use a wire brush, a screwdriver and a hose. So as you can see, it's much cleaner on the side now. So this means the grass will be able to spin around here nice and freely out the back without any resistance. It also means there's much less rust and wear and tear, so your mower will last far longer. I forgot to mention earlier that all these tips will all work for whether you've got four wheels, so you've got wheels at the back, like most people have a rotary mower like that, or even if you've got a ride-on mower with a rotary deck. The same principles all stand. It might just be harder to get to your deck. And there are people who will say you'll never get a quality lawn without using a cylinder mower. There is a bit of truth to that, but that's not really what these videos are aimed at. So I'm going to let it dry off a little, have a tidy up, and we'll see you for the next step. So the next step we're going to look at to make sure your mower's in the best possible condition to cut the grass is the blade. So the blade's got obviously here, this spins round nice and fast, and this front edge here is what's used to cut the grass. As you can see, mine hasn't had much attention for a long while. It's got very blunt. The these blunt edges mean you don't cut your grass cleanly, it tears it. Torn grass is not good. Firstly, as you can see, hopefully you can see if it zooms in properly. This blade on the left here, that's recently cut. It's got a long white edge top on it. That means you're never going to get that deep green grass that you're looking for. This one on the right here is probably a couple of weeks old, and you can see the torn edge has actually let some disease into the plant. So that's not good for your lawn's health. So we want this edge to be nice and sharp to make sure we can cut the grass cleanly. There's two ways of doing this. We can use an hand grinder with a flat disc. This would be a very quick job. Just make sure you've got all your right PPE and it's safe. Many of you won't have access to that sort of equipment, so a metal file and a bit of elbow grease will do exactly the same job. So, as we can now see, this now has a nice sharp edge on it, which will cut the green grass cleanly. Meaning the mower have to use a lot less energy and keep this blade spinning as fast as it can, which is great. If you have something like a fly mow, which I think they often have plastic blades on, they can just be replaced rather than sharpened. These metal blades, you can see there's a lot of space in here. These can be sharpened all the way back till you get to pretty much this point where the curve starts, so you can get a lot of life out of one blade, saving you a lot of money. So this mower is now ready to go and cut, so let's get on with it. So there we have it, a nice cut with a clean, sharp mower and a nice stripe finish. So that's all we're going to cover in this video today. If you found it useful, please let me know. If you have any questions, any ideas for future topics, please get in contact. Stay safe out there, help each other out, and happy mowing!